And yeah, we live in a blessed age of conveniences, of technology, but we also fall into that prime position of being prideful and of having an idolatrous heart, worshiping the works of men. I mean, this is just so relevant to us. And I mean, this is the great and spacious building that Lehi saw in his dream. It's the world we live in. It always was and always will be the world.
Yeah.
Anything that is outside and points us away from the purity of the gospel and truth.
You know, the funny thing too is we get so fascinated by things that Babylon creates, things of the world. People get fascinated with Teslas or whatever the technology is of the day. And then we spend almost no time focusing on the grandeur and the majesty of all that God has created around us. I mean, when was the last time somebody looked at the sun and everything around us, just said, isn't this a freaking miracle that we're spinning in space at the speed in which we're spinning?
Allegedly.
Maybe we're going to have to change the title of this podcast. Anyway, all of these things are happening around us. And yet here we are.
We're going to get one of the warnings and disclaimers on the YouTube.
Their AI is probably going to do that with us. But it is amazing that all of these just not magical, but just these things of majesty, they're happening all around us. And yet we're protected in this little cocoon, allowing us to have this mortal experience. And yet we spend no time focusing on appreciating and thanking God for the natural things in which he allows this life to exist. And yet we get so fascinated with these little things, these trinkets that Isaiah kind of speaks of, that we create around us. It's like clearly our priorities are so out of whack.
And we're like, a cell phone's like the Leahona.
Yeah, exactly. God was like 2,000 years ahead of us, bro.
Except it does not operate on faith.
Yeah, that's correct.
It operates on batteries.
It depends on how good your phone is. Sometimes it doesn't operate on faith.
Batteries, baby. Yeah. Okay. What happens to the world? The loftiness of man shall be bowed down. The haughtiness of men shall be made low. The Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. The idols he shall utterly abolish. Because of the pride of my seed and the temptations of the devil, I beheld at the seed of my brethren did overpower the people of my seed. So Nephi here is prophesying. He's
Isaiah.
Yes, Isaiah is prophesying about the fall of this Babylonian society. And of course, it's a cycle, right? That's what we're talking about. It's not just the one time. This is what we see cyclically with Israel, with Laman and Lemuel, us today, right? There's that cycle of pride. The world is puffed up, and then through one mechanism or another, they're brought down. And the world changes. It changes fast. It changes a lot, right? The great and spacious building falls, and great is the fall thereof.
Yeah.
But what does Christ teach us? His words are eternal.
Yeah.
They're constant. They're steady. They're a refuge. They're a defense, right? The pure gospel truth is always stable.
Yeah. And
it's something that we can always rely on, and it will always keep us going despite the state of the world and how it's affecting us.
Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.